Hey G-Rod, good afternoon and welcome to today's replay of PureMO and ScalpMO. Today we are going to be featuring both indicators in action. Hope you've had a fantastic trading day so far. And we're going to go ahead and get this started in about a couple minutes right now, just as soon as a few more people show up. And today's market environment was a really good day to feature PureMO and ScalpMO in action. So you're going to get to see them both on two different time frames as well. Alrighty guys, just a couple more people to show up and we'll go ahead and get this bad boy started, alright? And again, this afternoon's presentation will feature both PureMO and ScalpMO. Hey Tradigos, welcome to the stream. We will get started just as soon as I see at least 5 people in the group. And then we'll go ahead and get this bad boy started. Scott, thanks for stopping by, and we will go ahead and almost get this started. So we can go ahead and do this demonstration for today, and I will answer all questions after I get done today. All right, let's give it just about another minute. If I get another couple people in here, I will go ahead and hit this bad boy. And we're going to be doing this at 8 times the speed of the market. And this is for today's session for October the 3rd. The other thing is we will stop at, I don't know, about maybe 2 p.m. or so. And then I'll do the other one. So I think we've got about, give or take, enough people already. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this bad boy rocking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
All right, traders, let's cut to the chase. You've been struggling with indicators that lag, that miss the mark and leave you chasing after the market, but not today. Because right here on this 4-minute chart of the NASDAQ 100, you're about to witness the power of PureMO. This is where momentum meets precision, where every swing, every cycle is captured with pinpoint accuracy. Okay? We're going to look at these moves right now as we replay this for today's session, October 3rd, 2024, at 8 times the speed of the market. All right? PureMO doesn't hesitate, guys. It doesn't second guess. It's ahead of the market, and you could be too. Every swing, every opportunity right in front of you. And here's the kicker. If you're not using PureMO, you're falling behind, period. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a quick peek at this, and we're going to get this started right now. Bam. There we go. Right there. All right. Now, remember what our exit rules are, okay? Just remember what the exit rules are to this indicator, all right? You have to be above the threshold, and momentum has got to be above the zero line as well. Okay, so right now the first condition has been met. Momentum is above the zero line right there. Has the second condition been met? No. The purple line is still right there at the zero line with the first bar of the day. And oh, right there, there he goes.
Order
that would
filled.
be your entry to go long right there, okay? And everything you're seeing here is in points. I use points instead of dollars because to me it doesn't mess as much with my mind, and it's easier for me to relate in points than it is with actual dollars. So first and second condition of this trade were met really nicely right here, and that's that momentum had to be at or above the zero line, and the purple line had to have crossed above the threshold. Okay, so first condition right there was met. Now, what's our condition to exit the trade? Okay, this is called PureMO, and the more details on it are in the link in my bio. You can just click on the link in my bio and find out about PureMO indicators. But in this presentation, guys, I'm showcasing both PureMO and ScalpMO. ScalpMO will be showcased after I'm done with this brief presentation right here. And this here, because it's at 8 times the market, will end at 2 p.m. So it's not going to take long. It's not going to take much longer than 15 minutes to kind of get through this right here. And then I'll showcase ScalpMO, so you get to see a comparison between PureMO and ScalpMO. Also, this session is being recorded right now, so it will be available on our YouTube channel for those of you who want to go back and audit it and kind of get a feeler for the indicators at a much slower pace, okay? And here's something about PureMO that I don't believe I shared yesterday in yesterday's afternoon stream in the replay of PureMO in yesterday's session, okay? Whenever the leading function, which is the purple line, hits this threshold right here, if it ever comes back up and hits the threshold again, that would be a potential exit right there as well. Kind of like a double top, but it just means that it stretched itself out to the very max. So right here, we're pretty darn close to the zero line right there. A lot of you guys might be thinking, oh, it's going to cross below the zero line. You can never anticipate it because it can do an about face like this and continue its march upward. All right, so the confirmation to exit the trade is always the crossing at the zero line. All right, so we didn't get a crossing. We got pretty darn close, but it just pivoted up and it's continuing its march north right there. So far this trade, which was a perfect PureMO entry, would have yielded about 65, 70 points right out of the gate this morning. And we're going to look at this until we actually get our signal as to when we actually exit the trade, okay? And please hold off on your question, guys. I know a lot of you are going to just pepper me with questions until I'm done with the presentation here. And then you guys could ask me all the questions you want on how this indicator works. But for the benefit of everyone watching, I am demonstrating what the rules are to enter and exit using this tool. So I want you guys to get very familiar with it. So just be patient until I'm done with this. And it'll be done in about maybe 10, 12 minutes. So far, this trade has racked up over 100 points, and this is on today's 120, 130 already. Look at that, okay? And it's still going. It's still above the zero line right there. Now, remember I said at the outset of the presentation, if it ever hits this threshold on top twice, the way it's doing now, that is a potential exit right there, guys. So I'll wait till the close of that bar right there to get out. And
order
that's
filled.
Okay, That was about 140 something points, whatever it was. You could do the math right there. And that would have been your exit point right there. Whenever it hits this threshold on top, so threshold number 1, threshold number 2, whenever it's rip roaring to the upside this way, you can confidently take that exit right there, and that will be the end of the upside right there. Now, you could write that wave, that candle down if you wanted to, if you're a cowboy, but I'm going to play by the rules, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be a cowboy and try to take that really fast moving trade to the downside. Remember what the rules are, guys. It's got to cross below the threshold right here. Rule number 1 has been met. Rule number 2 has not yet been met because momentum is still above the zero line and not even close to the zero line right there, right now. Now it's close to the zero line, but what happened here? Okay, the leading function just pivoted up. So is this going to be continuation of the downside? Probably not as fast and aggressively as you thought it was going to move. And because PureMO's function is designed to track the momentum swing in price, you want to be careful at getting FOMO when you see these fast moving bars and jumping in and all of a sudden getting crushed on this reversal bar right here. You see? And that's exactly what it prevented you from doing right there. Now, you've got momentum right here at the zero line, but what don't you have? You don't have the leading function down here below the threshold. You see that? Now watch what's going to happen right there as a result of that. You could say, oh, well, it came all the way down. Yeah, it came right there just a little bit, okay? And typically when you see these bars with these long wicks like that, you got to be careful because that might signal the end of a potential trade there. So it's not exactly where I take a trade myself. A little bit too close for comfort, and that's the reason why right there. Look at that. Now, after the morning run-up in the market, the morning rally, guys, the market kind of evolved into this phase of, whipsawy choppiness, consolidation zone that really would have put a lot of traders out of business, and we're going to experience that right now, right here. If you notice, there is no trade setup right here. Remember what the rules are, guys. This has to pop above the threshold, which it did right there when this bar ran up. But did momentum inch close to the zero line? Absolutely not. Okay, it's way down here. Okay, so there is no trade right there. Now, could this potentially run all the way down and continue its way south, provided that the purple line crosses the threshold? And let's see if this happens at this next bar, because you've already got momentum heading down just a bit right there. And it doesn't, okay? The leading function tells you there is not going to be any continuation to the downside right there. And that in itself, guys, keeps you out of these bad trades where you think that potentially it's going to continue coming down only to see these type of bars take it all from you. Okay? Now here we have condition number 1 met, okay? Right here, it's right above the threshold and you're pretty darn close to the zero line right there. But imagine when you see this bar coming down, you know, you're not going to want to take this trade to the upside. And sure enough, it just does nothing right there. And the leading function just comes down immediately right there. So there's no trade either to the upside right there. No, you're not going to buy back at that pullback either, because the rules to go ahead and the rules to take that trade to the downside haven't been met yet. In fact, at the time that this started falling back, okay, the leading function was way up here. It wasn't even below the zero line right there. So this is This is a lot of rules-based trading, guys. This is not trying to capture every single move that's untradeable. PureMO is designed to capture only the momentum swing in the trade right there. Okay, it's not designed to capture these quick, fast moves. But I will show you what ScalpMO does after I'm done with this presentation. So stick around. You won't want to miss that. Okay. And we're at about 11 here, 11, 12, 1, 2, give or take. I'll stop maybe around like 1:30 or so. So we're almost close to the end right here. So stick with me, guys, okay? PureMO won't produce a whole bunch of trades for you. It'll produce the trades that merit your attention, okay? This right here, guys, is really untradeable unless you're trading with a 2,000 tick chart or with a lower time frame chart, and you're looking to capture these moves right here. In which case, then PureMO wouldn't be the right tool. Then you would have to use something like ScalpMO for that, right? But on the 4-minute chart, what I'm illustrating here is the power of PureMO only to capture the momentum component of the spectrum right here. This is a momentum swing right here. This is nothing. This is whipsaw. This is nothing but noise in the market. And unless you're trading a smaller time frame chart, a faster moving chart like a 2,000 tick chart, a 500 tick chart, you're not really going to capture these moves because of latency. And if you guys know anything about latency, okay, if you click to buy, on this bar, you'll probably get filled here, and you'll probably get a tiny little move here before it takes it all back when it rolls back down, right? So you got to be careful with latency when you trade. And so on a 4-minute time frame, these type of trades wouldn't be tradable. Maybe on a lower time frame they would, but not on a 4-minute. So here we are, guys. There is no trade setup, as you can see right here, okay, at all, because the purple line has not crossed above or below the threshold to give us an indication that there's going to be a strong move in price. All right, so you have to let the market shake out a little bit. The market might be moving up, a few bars right there, okay, but that doesn't mean that it's a strong momentum swing in the direction that you'd like price to move, right? So you got to be patient in areas like this and kind of let the trades play out for you. Yeah, this is the NQ, guys. This is today's session of the NQ being replayed for demonstration purposes of how to use PureMO and how to use ScalpMO. So ScalpMO's next. This is the next one on the list, and I think it's 11:31 here. This is when this happened this morning, and I'll be stopping at around, I guess, 1:30 or so, and then I'll switch over to PureMO. So this is moving at 8 times the speed of the market, guys, so it's moving relatively quick, and we'll be done probably in about 10 minutes or so. Okay. So look at this, okay? This looks as it's about as it's almost about to meet our conditions, okay? the yellow line represents momentum. It's above the zero line. It certainly is going up, and you have the leading function right there at the threshold. Question is this leading function going to pop and go up, allowing us to take a trade to the upside? Or is it, look at that. It just waned. It just said, no, there's not going to be continuation. I mean, there might be a little bit of continuation, but not with the strength that you need to actually get this trade to move in your favor. So in situations like this, you sit back and you wait, all right? You don't try to induce some type of outcome in the market, just because you get FOMO or something. You wait, okay? You have to be very specific with your rules. If it doesn't cross above the threshold, don't take the trade, okay? It's clear enough, right? And you see how slow the market is moving there, guys. It's just like inching up right there at a snail's pace. It wasn't a fast-moving market as it was right at the open. So PureMO is only going to capture the momentum swings that it tracks and it identifies to be strong moves in the market. And you will have a couple of other trades with this, I think, that happened this afternoon. So let's see. But all this, guys, is just like really, 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 I mean, it wears on your patience when you're looking at these type of trades during the day because the market's really not moving. And this was already close to 12 noon, if you could see here. Yeah, we do these live. We do these 3 times a week over on our Discord channel, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So you're welcome to join there. And that's for exclusively to ScalpMO Pro members. But again, guys, I'm here because this is a tool that we just launched yesterday. Okay, we just launched PureMO and ScalpMO, and we've been inundated with messages from people and new subscribers, so I wanted to come on here and showcase it again for you in case you missed it yesterday when we did our launch. So yeah, you're going to be in this area of consolidation for a little bit right there, and it's telling you right here, guys, look, there is no trade, 0 trade. So PureMO is not going to take every single trade just for the heck of taking a trade and getting you into a trade. No, it's going to identify only the trades that it perceives to be trades that are going to eventually move. So we're almost done with the presentation here. Then I'll switch it over to ScalpMO. It's 12:06, so I said I'd be done by 1:30. Okay, so stick with me because you don't want to miss ScalpMO. This is a demonstration of PureMO, which is a new tool that we released yesterday. So I'll be demonstrating how PureMO works in market environments like today, just like I did yesterday. And after I'm done right now in, I don't know, whenever this hits 130, then I'll be showcasing ScalpMO, which is the other indicator that's used for scalping purposes. So this indicator right here tracks only the momentum component, the momentum swings in price. That's what it's called, PureMO, pure momentum. Okay. So that's what it is that you guys are watching right now. All the information to that is in the link in my bio. And if you go to the link in my bio and click on PureMO indicators, you'll get all the details there. And all this whole region right here, guys, has been nothing. There's been no trade at all. So PureMO would have kept you out of a lot of this, you know, these mundane trades right here that, you know, really didn't do anything. It just kind of like slowly drifted up and then sideways right there. But we still have a little bit of time right here, so let's see if any other trades evolve out of this, and we can certainly see if there's any more opportunity. Okay. Yeah, this is a special combination that I use with PureMO, where I use a fast setting of 8 with a slow setting of 30 on the momentum line right there. All right, guys, so let's see if this evolves into something that might be tradable here. We have momentum below the zero line right there. This is getting very close to the threshold, and it popped up right there. Momentum is falling. Let's see if this ends up being a dud or if it actually goes down. Remember, first rule has been met. Okay, momentum is at the zero line or below, and it's definitely below. It's right here, below the zero line. And the second rule is you need to make sure that the purple line, which is your leading function, goes below the threshold over here. Okay? We're finally starting to get a little bit up. There it is, right there.
Order filled.
Okay, both of them came below the threshold right there. So I'll take that as a short entry. And again, the rule to get out of this trade is when the purple line crosses above the zero line. So let's see whenever that happens right here on this entry. Okay. No, I don't do trading view. There's, you know, NinjaTrader has a good platform for these tools, and NinjaTrader uses C#, and I'm really proficient in C#. I'm not too proficient in PineScript. I'm not sure. You got to look into that. You can go to ninjatrader.com and look at their site and see. Alrighty, guys, you got a crossing above the zero line right there, if you notice, okay, and that's about 39 points right there. Okay, that was a 39-point trade right there that we just clipped. Okay, in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, or 4 bars right there. I could have held into that right there a little bit longer, but I hopped off as soon as it went above the zero line to keep with our what do you call it, rules, right? So that's about 39 points right there. Okay. So we had 100 and something in the morning, another 39-point clip right there that you just had. All right. And whenever you have here's something else that's interesting to know. Whenever you're coming off this threshold here at the bottom, okay, as long as you get a movement up, you can potentially take a long trade as well if it fizzles out from the bottom right here, okay? So you can see that right here probably with the next bar. Because you're already down at the threshold and momentum is going to start rising right there. So I'll wait for the purple line to go above the zero line right there, and you can
filled.
You can take a trade to the upside right there. And that's another way that you could use PureMO as well. If it comes all the way down here through this threshold, comes up right here, and goes above, the leading function goes above the zero line, that's a potential long opportunity right there. This is the NQ. Yeah, I think Constantine pretty much got it. PureMO will work really well when the market moves, but when it doesn't move and it doesn't do anything, it won't give you a lot of trades. Now, keep in mind, guys, I took this trade right here when the purple line popped above the zero line, and the momentum had already gotten to the end of the threshold right here, right there where you see it, okay? Popped up and then came down. It touched the zero line. Because it touches the zero line doesn't mean that you get out, okay? It has to be a crossing of the zero line. That means the purple line has to go below the zero line right there, okay? And this is another 50-something points, give or take. Well, now we're down to 42. All right, guys, and that would be your exit right there. Right when it crosses the zero line right there, that would be the exit that you take right there, and you'd be done with it right there.
Order filled.
50-something points right there on that, and it's about 132. This is where I told you guys that I'd stop right there, and I'll just go ahead and pull that back right there so you could see. Look, guys, while others are stuck waiting for confirmation, you could be capitalizing on every one of these swings. PureMO shows you where the real momentum is. Miss this, and you'll be watching others profit while you're left wondering why your tools didn't deliver. But we're just getting started. This is PureMO on the 4-minute. Now let's switch gears, because when you sign up, you're not just getting PureMO, you're also getting ScalpMO. So I'd like to show you how that dominates, and we're going to illustrate that by way of a 7-minute chart of the NQ. All right. Let me just go ahead and set this up, guys. And I'll get started in just a second. Let me just set it up. I'm not sure how much time we're going to do on this. I'll probably do maybe till like 1 p.m. on this, because in the best interest of time, because I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch this forever. So yeah, I will do this. Exactly. I mean, you hit the nail right in the head, man. I couldn't have said it better. They will keep your losses very minimally if you follow the rules. But just like I said yesterday, I'm a developer, guys. I develop really robust tools for my own personal use, and I put them out there for people who, also want to use good tools. But I cannot control individual trader execution. All right, I can't do that. There's no magic pill out there that could, that can help you with that. All right, every trader's ability to succeed is going to depend on your own personal execution, all right, and how you use the tools to your advantage. And every trader is different in a number of ways, but we're all plagued with FOMO, fear, anxiety, and greed, all right, and all those things are going to catch you at one point or another, and they're going to interfere in the process of you trading logically. So I can create the tools, but it's up to you guys to actually execute with these tools. All right, now ScalpMO here is a completely different animal. All right, completely different tool. All right, this aims to capture the short-term swings in the price. Now I'm illustrating this on the 7-minute chart because the 7-minute is kind of like a good balance between the 4-minute and the 10-minute chart. It's kind of like right smack in the middle. But you could use it on any time frame that you so desire, all right? And you can create your rules around using it. What I'm illustrating right now is just based on how I would trade ScalpMO in my own account, okay, as a developer. So let's see. Do I have the time? 9:27. All right, we're going to go till about 1:30, and then I'm going to answer all the Q&A you guys have accumulated for me, okay? So let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, man. And the rules for ScalpMO are also different than the rules for PureMO as well. And this video is going to be available to you guys on my YouTube channel afterwards, so you guys can replay it as many times as you want, and this way you don't forget the rules, okay? Remember, guys, this morning what happened with the market? A gap down. Look at this huge gap right here, okay? Massive gap down in the market. And let's see what happens and how this shakes out right now. And as we see this evolve, I'll be sharing the rules of engagement with you. All right, first bar of the day just closed. And what do we have? Okay, we have the wave line, which is the blue line right here. And the purple line in ScalpMO is known as the acceleration line. Okay, it's not the leading function, it's the acceleration line. It's different than PureMO. Okay, this tracks acceleration in the market relative to where the wave is positioned. Okay. And the wave just came all the way down right there. Now we're going to see what happens next. And you are all the way down here at the threshold. If you wanted to take a threshold trade with this going up, that's great if you're a cowboy. I'd wait a little longer until the acceleration line got to the 0 line, and then I'd pull the trigger to go long on that trade. Okay, there we go.
Order filled.
So I take a buy signal. Oops, what happened to my thing? It's not printing here. Hang on. Data series. Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. I almost forgot to plot that. Right there. So because you got a threshold trade right here, okay, that came all the way from the bottom up right there, and that's like 50 points already, okay? I'll show you where the exit's going to be right now. Exit on this will be when the blue line, which is the wave line, crosses with the acceleration line right there. All right, hang tight with the questions, guys. I'll get to you as soon as we're done with this. And we're only going to go until maybe like 1:30 today, so you know this goes quick. So far you're in it about like 80, 90 points, okay? Okay, your exit's right there. You see how they kissed goodbye? Okay?
Order
that would
filled.
be your exit right there. Okay? The moment they kiss goodbye, that is it, guys, right there. And you can go ahead, because they're kissing goodbye right there, this would likely be a reversal trade to the downside right there as well, the moment that they intersect. So I think that was about a little over 100 points. And again, this is the demonstration. Okay, right there. Boom. Hit the 0 line. Excellent.
Order
I'll take
filled.
that to the short side. And see how responsive the acceleration line is, guys? And I'm going to exit this trade once the acceleration line and the wave line connect. And again, this is being replayed at 8 times the speed. This is over 130 points already, guys. I mean, if you guys wanted to hop off the trade, I guess you could at any given point and, call it a day. If you didn't want to follow the rules, then that's up to you, But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm showing you guys exactly how I would have traded this indicator. And again, no, this is no, this is not live. This is a replay. It tells you right here, playback from this morning's session. And this is only to demonstrate the two indicators, the two tools that we released yesterday, PureMO and ScalpMO, on the NinjaTrader ecosystem. Okay, there's two things, guys. One is you could get out right here at this very moment, okay, right when it intersects with, with the line right there, or you could wait, okay, until the acceleration crosses above the zero line, okay. It's really depending on your comfort level as a trader. You can do either or, okay. Now we finally got intersect above the zero line right there. So if you wanted to go ahead and take the trade off, you can buy it back right there. So 120 something points. I'll take
Order
that
filled.
any day. Right there. Done. Okay. And at this point, we'll just wait and see if there's another opportunity where we could take another trade to the long side or the short side. This indicator in particular that you're watching now is called ScalpMO. It just became available on the NinjaTrader ecosystem, but you could find them on the link in my bio. Just click on that. I'm the developer, and you can get them there. It's called PureMO and ScalpMO indicators, or I think it's called PureMO indicators, and you get both PureMO and ScalpMO. Now the rules of engagement on this are a little different than they are with PureMO. Okay, I in particular like to take trades whenever I see this at the thresholds right here, okay, and I see and I see intersection above the zero line right here. You got the crossing right here. Boom, hit the zero line. You have the trade to the downside right there. Right here, you haven't seen a pullback that I think is, I don't know, strong enough to actually push this thing in a way that would actually push it in the way that you want. So it's not there yet. You're not there yet to take a trade to the long side. Not yet. I want to see, if it gets this close right here, I want to see two things. I want to see the purple line above the threshold, and I want to see at least the wave line above the 40% threshold right there. Now, if I would have taken that, I would have been pissed right there, okay? Because this would have stopped anybody out right there, especially on a 7-minute time frame. Ha! Look at that. Okay. There's no trade right there as well. All the details are on the link in my bio. Just go to the link in my bio and click on PureMO indicators, and you'll get all the details. So none of this is tradable right here, guys. None of these bars, okay? This is non-tradable, no-go zones that will guarantee to chop you up and spit you out, and you will not be a happy camper at the end of the day right here. So ScalpMO has completely kept you out of all this. So again, what I want to see, guys, is I want to see the purple line rise above or below, and I want to see the wave line right there get pretty darn close to the zero line or above the 40% threshold. And let's see if that happens right now on the 7-minute time frame. All right, so let's see. This is moving up, but this is not above the threshold right there, okay? And this is still below the threshold as well. Remember, guys, the purple, okay, here we go, right here. This is something we can work with. It just came above the threshold right there, and
Order
I'll take that as a
filled.
buy signal. This is perfect. Remember, the purple line measures the acceleration in price, okay? And I want it to be above a certain threshold. It's really designer's choice, guys. Doesn't mean that you have to follow these specific rules, but they're designer's choice, okay? This is how I would trade this for my own account right here. It just crossed above the threshold, which are at 0.40, and this came pretty darn close to the zero line right there and in this threshold as well. So I'm taking this with confidence that this will move in my direction. And this is what I'm talking about, guys, with latency. Even though I clicked it, it got me filled up here, and this thing kind of rolled back like 20-something points, and hopefully now it'll go in the direction that I'm hoping. So right here, guys, what I'm looking for on an exit is I want to see a crossing of the zero line of the purple line, okay? Which is the acceleration line. All right, so no crossing, it actually pivoted up. Yeah, you should rewatch this, guys, because every trader, you know, you can give someone a pack of rules, but they're going to change them up for their own style. So you can rewatch this video, and based on this foundation, you can come up with your own rules based on your risk tolerance too, right? That's important. That's an important consideration too. I'm using this at 14. You might want to speed it up a little bit more and use it at a 10. So you could use this as a base case scenario and kind of work your rules around that. All right, let's see if this is going to have any more huff and puff, because we're right there treading sideways, and we're about 30 something points up on this trade. Oh, thanks, Snapper Z. Appreciate it, man. Okay, guys, this is the exit right here. We just got a crossing of the zero line by the purple line. And I'm going to go ahead and clip that right there for
Order
like 45 points. That was a 45-point clip right there. All right? This is the 7-minute of the NASDAQ 100 futures. And again, for those of you who just joined, thank you. First of all, I know you've got a lot of people you can watch on TikTok, but thanks for just taking a moment to stop and view this. What I'm doing today, guys, is demonstrating two powerful game-changing tools that we just launched yesterday, PureMO and ScalpMO. I just finished demonstrating PureMO, and I'm almost done demonstrating ScalpMO, because my little timer here is right about 12 noon now, and I'll be stopping at about, give or take, around 1:30, and doing some Q&A with you guys. But yesterday was the official launch, and I'm demonstrating how these tools performed in today's market, right? And so yesterday I didn't get a chance to demonstrate ScalpMO, so I wanted to feature that today, which is what we're doing right now. And this video will be available for replay on our YouTube channel in case you want to go through it again at your pace and study it and analyze it and come up with your own set of rules that'll help you gain an edge in today's market. So right now, guys, do we have a trade setup here on ScalpMO? Short answer is no, we don't. We don't have any type of trade setup here on ScalpMO at all, Again, if it's treading right here in the center, you see this? It's kind of treading right here in the center. My rules for when it's treading right here in the center, guys, is that I want to see the wave line get as close to the zero line as possible, and I also want to see the purple line cross below this little threshold that I've got in order for me to take a trade. Okay, if it doesn't do that, then I'm just going to sit back and wait until it does. And if you notice, the wave line is coming down. Okay? Oh, went up right there. Now it's slowly, slowly, slowly coming down. Oh, wow. Okay, check this out. Now we're getting very close to the zero line right there. Okay? Now notice one thing, guys, as you watch this chart. Scalp mode didn't get you into every one of these trades. It's not designed to do that, okay? This is just untradeable noise right here, okay, in the market. Why would you want to trade this right here, right? It's only getting you in trades where the acceleration component of price is moving as such that there's a good chance for price to move in a specific direction, just like these three trades that we took. Trade 1, Trade 2, and Trade 3 right there. Now what's happening is that the wave line right here is pretty darn close to the zero line. Our purple line, which is the acceleration, is above the zero line. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And we're almost done with this, guys, so I promise I'll get you with Q&A. We can do Q&A after this, and I'd be more than happy to take your questions. So just hang tight with me real quick as we wrap this up soon. Oh, wow. Okay. So, wave line below, perfect. Okay. I want the acceleration line to come below the threshold right there if I'm going to take a short position on this. So let's see if we get it. Yeah, we did right there. Bam.
Order filled.
Okay. You see the acceleration line is right there below the threshold, right there. You see it, and the wave line was already below the zero line right there too. So that's a short opportunity that we'll take. And your exit on this will happen when the purple line, the acceleration line, crosses above the zero line. Remember that the purple line is the acceleration line. That's what it's called. And it's measuring the acceleration component of price, which is different than what PureMO measures. PureMO measures the momentum swing in price, the strength of the momentum swing. This actually measures how fast the potential move might potentially be. So far this is up like 90 something points. Also, here's another interesting development that you may not have caught. Okay, we have the wave line all the way down here sinking below the threshold right there, and we just had a crossing above the zero line. Yippee, right there, 115 points. I will buy
Order
that bad boy
filled.
back right there. Okay. So that clip right there, guys, was over 100 points. Now, for a potential reversal to the upside, I want to make sure that this bad boy right here at least tilts its head up. Because we already have condition number one. Condition number one is that this is above. And remember, there are two different type of trade structures, guys. You have these type of trade structures right here, okay, just like this, okay, and you have these type of trade structures here. Ah, perfect. This is exactly what I want to see right there.
Order filled.
All right. And you have these type of trade structures right there, okay, where everything just kind of goes up and down when they're at the at both extremes, right? Yeah, they're at both extremes essentially. So let's see how this one plays out. And we're almost done, guys. You know, I've only got a few more minutes here, and then I'll take Q&A from you. And this trade will end when the acceleration line crosses below the zero line and intersects with the when it intersects with the wave line right here. Okay. There you go, guys. Another 50 points, 60 points. It's about 1:30. I'll just end this trade right now when it intersects, and I'll take Q&A from you guys, all right? That's it right there.
Order filled.
Another 50 points, guys. And there you have it, my friends. Right there. Okay? Just shut that out so you could see it. Here's ScalpMO in action. Just like PureMO, it doesn't miss. It's designed to catch those quick, powerful moves on the 7-minute chart or any other chart you might be using. Moves that can make the difference between a mediocre day and a big day. You see those entries? That's precision. That's ScalpMO getting you in and out at just the right time. This is trading with confidence. And here's the deal. If you're serious about trading, you can't afford to sit on the sidelines with outdated tools. PureMO and ScalpMO are the edge you've been waiting for. And right now you can get both of them. PureMO on the 4-minute, ScalpMO on the 7-minute for a 7-day free trial. That's right. You get to try both of these game-changing indicators free for 7 days. No risk, no hesitation, and trust me, after you see what they can do, you'll wonder why you ever even trade it without them. But here's the thing, if you're not using these tools, someone else is. And someone else is grabbing those profits that could have been yours. So don't be the trader sitting on the sidelines watching others cash in while you miss out. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You can click the link in my bio, sign up for the 7-day free trial, and start trading like you've never traded before. PureMO and ScalpMO. This is the edge, guys. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Feel free, guys, to ask me any questions now. I'll go ahead and open it up for Q&A, and I will go ahead and stop the recording of the video now so you guys can enjoy it over on YouTube.